We are back with our reaction videos of the Shark Tank series, the latest and greatest one. We have a couple good ones for you here today. Let me share my screen. Let's see here. Okay, so we're going to go through and, as an intellectual property attorney, I'm gonna tell you whether or not. First, I'm gonna give you my reaction as relates to the IP protection of the invention of the company, and then go through my three things. What's is it? Is it simple? Is it effective? And what's the market looking like for the product? So let's pay attention and let's get it.
Hey Sharks, my name is Ramon Van Meer, and this is my co-founder Kevin O'Purry. And we are the creators of Genius Litter. Today we're seeking $250,000 in exchange for 4% of our company. Sharks, you ever wish your cat could understand what you are saying? Well, that is impossible, but with Genius Litter, you can understand what your cat is saying. We love our cats. They mean everything to us.
And I will say, as he's going on here, and this is to my third point of market, and people love their pets. So whether it's a dog, whether it's a cat, heck, whether it's a bird or some other pets, you can never go wrong with trying to create a business that is geared towards the need of someone's pet, which a lot of times these days, people are looking at as their family. So the market already, I'm kind of liking the market, how big this market is with regard to pets here.
And that is why it is so heartbreaking when our cats get sick. And the worst part is, we humans are clueless. We don't even know when they're in pain. And that is why me and O'Purry were set on a mission to find a better way to monitor your cat's health. Introducing Genius Litter. Genius Litter is a super smart, health-indicating cat litter that changes color if your cat is sick. It's like having a health monitor right in your cat litter box. Are you kidding me? It's that simple. It is genius. But that's not all. Our litter is also super lightweight, doesn't track in the house, and traps all the yucky odors, even Kevin's. And for each bag we sell, we donate 10 meals to pet shelters.
So again, it seems like based on what he's saying, it's lightweight, doesn't leave a lot of mess. So it's looking good so far as it relates to simple and effective. So it'll be interesting to see what the sales and how the market has responded to it. But as it relates to my three criteria, simple, effective, in the market, it seems like he's so far so good on those.
Sharks, who is ready to cuddle up with me and Kevin O'Purry and help every cat live a happier and longer life? Before I move on, I'm gonna take my work clothes off and I can answer any of your questions. Because this is not my real hair.
It's not real?
It's not real.
What? What about the accent?
The accent is real. I'm from the Netherlands.
So tell us how it works.
And this is the great thing about America. This is the great thing about IP, regardless of where you are, whether you're domestically here in the US or internationally, you can participate not only in business, you can participate with protecting your IP. It's not like, okay, if you're an American, you can protect your IP in the US. And if you're not an American citizen, you cannot protect your IP in the US, regardless of where you stay at or where you reside, your citizenship. We protect your IP. I can't tell you how many times that patents and trademarks just from companies, from people that maybe are in Europe or maybe are in China or just somewhere else abroad, that they file here in the US, and I'll draft their paperwork up, their application, patent application, whatever the case may be, and file it. So that's a good thing about IP here in the US, and just really IP everywhere. It's not a it doesn't matter where your citizenship is as it relates to whether or not you can protect that IP in a particular country.
So our litter, it's a silica litter, and it's mixed with a pH tester. So test the urine. If it's a high pH or low pH, it will tell you if there's a potential health issue. For example, if it turns red, it could be a kidney problem. If it's blue or green, it could mean an UTI.
So tell me, how much does it cost you to make, and how much do you sell it for?
We sell it at $24.99 per bag. Cost to make is $4.71.
The margin.
Wow.
No, landed cost, it adds up anywhere between $1.30 and $1.56.
Do you have any competition? Because I feel like I've seen an ad like that does exactly this.
Yeah,
Is that
that'd
you
be the
guys? Or is
emphasis,
that your
man.
No,
competition?
that is our competitor.
Okay.
What?
Yes.
What's different about yours, Ramon?
Ours is better because we use a different silica, a smaller particle, so it's better for the paws. It's also better odor control and less dust. And we are, more importantly, we're cheaper.
I love
Okay, now
cheaper.
let's talk about the business. How much are you doing year to date in sales?
Year to date is 3.1 million.
Wow.
Wow.
Lovely,
Are you
jubbly.
making or losing money?
We are profitable. Year to date, we're at 465,000.
Wow, that's
What did
fabulous.
you do last year in sales?
Last year in sales, 3.6 million, and
Wow.
we did 145,000.
How much is going direct to consumer? How much through traditional pet retail?
So our biggest channel
And I'll be interested. I'll be interested in knowing whether or not he has IP protection. I see the name Genius Litter, which is again is a trademark, and it's not a registered. It doesn't appear to be a registered trademark. He has a TM on the lower right hand corner. Typically, when you see a registered trademark, it'll be a R in a R that's in a circle on that lower right hand corner. But the TM is putting people on notice that he's using it in a trademark sense. Or using the name as a trademark. So Genius Litter, I think, is a pretty cool name. Ultimately, my motto is the product is going to make the name, not the other way around. So when you think of Apple, Apple is not just this crazy genius name, but the product is so good that now the name becomes amazing as a result of the product. So Genius Litter is pretty cool. But again, as long as the product is killing, which it seems like in this case they're making money, they're selling, the name is going to catch on. I haven't heard him talk yet, and we have to see. I haven't heard him talk about the IP on it. Like the one lady said, the one shark said that obviously they have competitors on here. It seems like they use a different type of silica that's smaller. So I'm not sure if that was something that's protectable. It doesn't appear in and of itself that that's protectable. So it'll be interesting because a lot of times when people are giving their money to a company, they want to see that it has some type of protection. I was interviewing on my channel the inventor of Q Collar, which is this collar for athletes to wear around their neck to protect against brain injury. And he said straight up, he said, look, if you don't have a PAM protection, or if I can't get PAM protection on my products, then I'm not going to get funding. Investors are not going to come through the door. So it'll be interesting to see if the Sharks say something about this, on whether or not he can get protection on the product, or if he has protection on a product, or what's keeping other competitors from popping up left and right and essentially doing the same thing that he's doing with the same gel and things like that. So let's hear if they kind of catch on to that. I know Mark is interested more so about the business, and rightfully so, but you have to have something that's protectable, that's going to keep competitors away from your exact product. Otherwise, what's stopping me or you from doing the exact same thing with the exact same product and calling it something different tomorrow?
is the online marketplaces. 70% is Amazon and Chewy and
Combined.
Walmart, and then 24% is retail. The remaining is direct to consumer.
So it's
Oh,
a
so
very
it's
small
tiny,
amount
just a
direct to
sliver.
consumer from your
That's
site.
Yes, correct.
Now, I ask you this because there was a very famous deal here in Shark Tank called Base Paws for Cats.
It's not famous. We
Very
didn't even
famous,
know-
Mark.
Very famous.
God,
He's never heard of it.
Have you heard of Base Paws?
Yes.
The exit was huge, but all they wanted was the data. That was it.
So, how much did you raise?
I raised $1 million, and I put $1 million myself. in it.
Wow.
Your own money.
Wow.
Dang.
Where
Yes.
did you get the $1 million to put in?
I had an exit. I sold the company 5 years ago.
How much did
See, and that's the crazy thing, man. That's why I love like business and IP so much, just because when you exit these deals, you're getting big paydays. Again, he looks like a regular person, and you would never know walking down the street. But if you kind of talk and he tells you his story, man, he's like, yeah, I exited a company and he's made millions of dollars exiting that company. And only in America can that happen a lot of times. So that's why I'm so passionate about business and, again, protecting your IP.
you sell it for?
$9 million.
Good for you.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
What kind of a
amazing.
company
You will
was it?
never guess what it was.
Dog food.
No. I started an online blog about soap operas.
No.
Somebody bought an
That's
online blog
crazy.
about
So
soap
the
operas for
American
$9 million.
dream,
Right.
were you
Mark,
just a
the
huge
American
fan?
dream is-
No. At that time,
Oh,
I was
well.
flipping content websites. So I knew how to start a blog, drive traffic from SEO, building communities on social media.
You've been so successful. So what's the plan for this business?
Yeah, I want to build and scale this business and then sell it to strategic. Our
for sure.
competitor that you saw on TV was sold for a lot of money to
How much is a lot?
like what is out there in the news is $1 billion.
Wow.
Wow.
For the
How
same
big,
litter,
Now
how big
it's-
did they get to?
they must have had the customer information. There's 110 million cats in America.
That's
and
what I'm
that's
saying.
a very valuable database.
Look at again. I'm telling you, what is the market? 110 million cats. Come on now, this is not something that okay, only a handful of people. Only it's the consumer base is 1 million people, 500,000 people. Which some may say still is a lot of people. You're talking about 110 million cats. Man, if y'all not starting a business and creating y'all ideas, protecting y'all ideas, I'm not sure what you guys are doing.
Of users because they buy a lot of
Oh
stuff.
my gosh, we're back to
We're
the
back to
database.
it.
We get the point,
I'll
Kevin.
get you the database, Kevin.
But what's the plan? Tell
the
us your plan.
We have 2 new products coming out.
Okay.
One is a brand new, nobody is selling it. It's a health indicating topper. You can sprinkle that on top of your existing cat litter,
Oh,
Mm.
and then it will change its
Oh.
color,
Retro
same like
faded.
our litter.
What's the second product?
It's a same concept as a health indicating doggy pee pad. It changes color if there's potential issues with the pH
Alright,
level.
yeah.
Thank you.
Ramon,
Yes.
I want to tell you, I think you're really such an impressive man, but this is just not a space that I understand enough about. And the idea of this competitor that's already had the big fat exit
Yeah.
just casts a little bit of a shadow over me. So I hope you do really well with this, but I'm out of this one. It's just not
but
for me.
also,
You're
thank you.
wonderful.
Congratulations
so
on
much.
what you've accomplished, but it's just not a business I want to be in. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Mark, technology.
Listen, Lori and I have been talking about this. This may be one of these cases where 2 sharks are better than 1 in terms of driving awareness of this product. Here's the deal. We want 10% of the company for $250, but we want a $2 royalty until we get
Yes,
back $1 million
royalty.
and then it goes away. We'll do everything in our power to get more customers buying direct because that's where the exit value is extreme.
Royalty deals are just like, yeah, I don't think it's in the best interest for
It
the company.
always is.
Exactly,
No.
Ramon.
But if you believe in me, then why not just equity?
Well,
Kevin only believes in money.
Well, a lot more equity, maybe. I
A
mean,
lot
you know,
more equity.
Look, I think that direct to consumer is great. I think
Yeah.
it's always going to be a proportion of your business. I got to tell you, most people still buy their products in pet stores. Are you going to go away from retail?
No, not away
You don't
from
have to give
retail.
up retail, but
I
when you get a
wouldn't.
direct relationship, it's far more valuable.
'Cause
All right,
both
here's an
are.
alternative offer. The
Mm.
first
Okay.
one's on the table.
Haven't really
but we've
liked it.
talked,
Yes.
we've meowed a bit together,
Okay.
and we'll do all equity for 20%, 10
Mm.
each, and we go to work for you.
20%?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
shocked.
Wow. Like,
That's
254,
ridiculous.
What is the cat
up
thing?
to 16%.
the cat is not
This is the
happy.
cat,
He's
okay.
Operi is not happy.
To give up that much equity at this stage, why would you even start the business?
Right.
Yeah.
Purely since he's profitable.
Exactly.
Well-
I'll give you the 250,000 for 10%.
That's a
I
lot
can
better
help you
deal.
go faster in retail. We can help you online. I think it's the right offer for
But you got to pay more for 2 sharks.
What about 3 sharks?
Ooh. See here.
For 3 sharks, I can do 10%.
Whoops.
Wow.
I'll do that deal on my own.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm
he
saying.
offered.
I know.
50 and
Yeah,
10.
I mean, that's what I
Why-
offer.
But now we have-
can't-
That's
Why
stupid.
can't
Lori
you-
and Kevin, so we have a higher chance of succeeding.
Ramon, mate, don't
For
lose your deal.
10%, yeah.
Why not
He
15?
just did
I would do it at
250 for
15.
10%. Why
I
you say
think
you
it's
want to add
fair,
3?
and I think it will help you go faster and farther than you ever dreamed.
Do we have a deal?
I really like it.
This is hard. 1 second.
Yeah.
What about 13%?
13 and 2 advisory shares. We'll
Yeah,
figure
right.
it out.
We'll figure that out.
I mean,
It's
if we're
only
going to be
2.
successful, it won't matter. Ramon,
You're killing me. Because I came in here with 4. Now we are at 15.
That's why they call
With-
it the Shark Tank.
I know,
love.
it's like, now I know
Seriously.
how it
You had a
feels.
deal for 10. You didn't want that.
Why are we talking about 2%? 250,000, 15%,
Ramon,
3
You
sharks.
came in asking for 4%. I'm so tired of it. I'll do 250 for 8.
Wow.
But you got to say yes or no right now.
Wow.
Man,
Wow.
hey, Mark got that money that. Hey, man, you know you got that money when you just tired of hearing people talking. You're like, man, I'm gonna just give you a better deal than everybody, and this time even my field. That's crazy.
I'm in on that.
You can, but
I'm
no, I'm not
in
gonna,
on
no
that.
messing around. It's either yes or no
No,
right,
you know what?
right now. Yes or no?
No,
Oh my
Mark,
God.
come on.
Oh my
Yes
God.
or no right now.
man.
Oh my God.
Don't do that.
Why? Go in.
Me going?
No, I'm not going in. It's either yes or no.
No.
No, I'll give you
Yeah.
the same offer, Ramon. Look
Can't
at
take
me.
it.
Ramon,
take
you
it.
know
Because
what?
here's the way I looked at it, Ramon.
Ramon.
You're a content marketer. That's what
Yes.
this is about, right?
Ramon, I'll do that deal.
Yeah, I'll do
Robert?
the same deal.
Kevin, would you do the
What,
same
we're
deal?
doing for 8%?
We'll give you the
Kevin don't
250K
like
for
that.
8% plus 2
No, Laura, you
advisory.
do that.
Oh, now
Because he
she's.
should not be able to just come in and scoop it.
Yes, that's what I do. I've been doing that for
That is
15 years.
literally what he
Look.
does.
250,000 for 8%.
Oh,
Plus
man.
2% advisory.
Plus 2% advisory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lori and I. I'll do
That's
that.
that's
deal.
that's a good one. That's a good one. You
Kevin.
should take the 250 and 8.
What do I
Why do we
get?
need Kevin?
Wait, I'm just asking Kevin
Okay.
because he has the list. You have the list.
The database. We
The
forgot about the
database.
database.
Who
Well, so
cares?
we're getting 10%
Kevin,
split
it's
three
going to be
ways.
Yeah.
a good return.
Kevin don't like
Ramon,
that,
I love
man.
you, but I'm going to pass. Thank you. That's just not enough. I won't get
I'll
out of
step
bed
in for
that.
Kevin. We don't need the database.
All right, Mark, you're in.
Wow.
Let's do it.
That's a good one. Congrats to the gentleman. Yeah, I think I'm interested that get back to myself here. I'm interested that they didn't say anything about the IP on it. Just because, like I said, maybe doesn't appear to be protectable. And if it was something that's protectable, typically the contestant comes out and say, hey, we have a patent pending on it, or we have a patent issued on our product. But again, that goes to show you sometimes, man, if the market is so big and they don't even care about all that stuff. But typically they ask on the protection of it because, again, what's keeping you or me from the next day just kind of popping up and saying, okay, we're going to start a competing product that does the exact same thing under a different name. Obviously, having a database that Kevin has is important, but I mean, we'll see what happens. But I thought this was a good one. I think it's simple. I think it's effective, and I think the market is huge. And it seems like there's only a few competitors in the market. One had a big exit to the tune of $1 billion that the guy talked about. But this was a good one. So hopefully you guys got something out of this. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, tell me what you did and you didn't like about the video, and I'll see you next time.